you've looked around a bike shop lately, you know that the process of selecting a bike can be overwhelming. As you consider which bike to buy, consider the 3 Bs: budget, biking style, body fit. With the first two, there's some give and take, some balancing to be done. Which of the two you focus on really depends on your priorities. However, with the third one, there is no compromising. The bike must fit you properly. Let's begin by looking at the first B, budget. You'll find prices that range anywhere from a couple $100s to several thousands of dollars. If budget is the main issue for you, then the field is narrowed. The cost comes from the frame and the components. Lighter, more durable frames with special designs can quickly run up the cost of the bike. Components that are lighter weight and more durable can also add to the cost. Should you pay the price for this type of equipment? That depends on the second B, your biking style. How aggressively do you plan to ride? How frequently will you ride? Will you be riding on challenging technical trails or on flat packed trails? Is racing in your future? The more challenging, aggressive, or frequent the riding, the more priority you may want to give to higher end bikes. Once you've balanced your budget and biking style to narrow down the choices, it's time to look at the third and most important B, body fit. Proper fit makes the ride more comfortable. If you're not comfortable on the bike, you won't ride it. Proper fit also makes the ride more efficient and safer. When you try the bike, you'll first want to determine your frame size. The first way to do this is standover clearance. You typically want 2 to 4 inches of standover clearance when you straddle the frame. This is important because it gives you an element of safety and maneuverability on the bike. Another consideration in bike fit is the distance between the seat and the handlebars. You don't want to feel like your elbows are locked as you reach the handlebars, but you also don't want to feel cramped up like your knees are going to hit your arms while you're riding. Other factors to consider when you test ride the bike are how the grips feel in your hands, how well you can access brakes and shifters, and how the bike steers. This bike is a Trek Fuel 90 WSD. WSD stands for Women's Specific Design. A steeper seat angle and a slacker head angle and a shorter top tube make the reach better for a more comfortable and more powerful riding position. Shorter crank arms allow the rider to bring the cranks up to speed more quickly for a more efficient spin. Narrow handlebars for narrower shoulders, a shorter, higher stem for more comfortable fit, and a softer spring in the suspension fork, which gives good action for lighter riders. Finally, a women-specific saddle for proper pelvic support. These design considerations can lead to more efficient and more comfortable rides, which means more enjoyable rides. Now that you understand the 3 Bs, hopefully you can find a bike that is right for you. Do some research and test ride some bikes.